Cumbria's Museum of Military Life invited people from across the region to the opening of their Blood, Sweat and Tears project.
This evening we're having a preview of the Afghanistan exhibition. Part of the exhibition has been a film which we've just watched, a really excellent film about the experiences of those who are serving out in Afghanistan with the regiment. So it's a bit about saying thank you to them, because we really are very grateful for everything they've done.
The exhibition uses individual stories to tell a collective tale of the campaign.
And this museum is about what your military is doing. It's not somebody else's army or somebody else's military. And the film, you just heard those Cumbrian accents, and it took me straight back to serving with the soldiers. It was really uplifting. And we want to engage with the public here, not be a repository of artefacts, but be something that engages with the community and tells the story.
A number of representatives from Cumbria attended the event and saw a screening of the film.
I have enjoyed it. It's also very thought-provoking. I had no idea of what the soldiers actually went through in Afghanistan. I can't believe some of the hardships that they endured while doing their duty. The stories of the individual are so important, because we don't know. We don't know what they did, and we need these people to come forward and tell us, so that we can understand how the conditions that they did, that they lived through, and what they did for us. We need to be eternally grateful to them.
I thoroughly enjoyed the presentation, and also the exhibition is fascinating. It's very easy to take for granted what our boys were doing out there, boys and girls, I have to say. We've heard snippets. This is a condensed and total view, and the camaraderie is what saw them through. You can see that from the film.
The exhibition is intended to document events while they're still within living memory.
They are creating history without knowing they're creating history, and I think it's very important that people who succeed from, our descendants, they will actually get a better view than the odd written scrap of letter. Then there's a very valuable insights into what life is like. I'd like very much to pay tribute to the museum and Stuart Eastwood and his team who have brought this alive, and to the Armed Forces Government who've helped fund it. This is important stuff that we are now recording.
We spoke to one of the veterans that featured in the film and shared his stories.
Well, I talk about my own personal experiences, my love of biscuits. Going on from that, probably just sporadic sort of experiences, spontaneous sort of random experiences. After all of that, it goes on about how I found it coming out, and how hard, obviously, the mental sort of side, the capability of yourself not being able to kind of function as you should be able to after it, sort of thing.
Mike was one of 18 who gave their personal experiences for posterity.
Future generations, if we weren't to tell them about what had gone on, who was to ever know about, obviously, the hardship and the ferocious activity that went on in Afghanistan. And so it's something that definitely needed documented for future generations to kind of look back on, I think. Every individual has their own stories. Every story is different, and they all need to be documented on that basis. I think it's an absolutely crucial thing to be doing.
While the exhibition is in a sense completed, museum staff say that there's still more stories to tell, and they're just waiting for those with them to come forward. Kieran McFadgen, That's TV.